Welcome everyone. Kristen here with Sacred Soul Ascension, and it is November 20th. I'm drawing our weekend reading for the collective, calling in for the highest crystalline clarity to come through, for the higher, if not highest, potential timeline message, the highest at least that is available to us now in this moment. Okay, let us first draw our oracle. They're popping. I can feel the energy swirling and sparkling in these cards. I'll have to be patient because they want a very specific card to come out, and it was this one, the Great Severing at the bottom, karmic relationships. So there's a massive full cycle that started August 28th, 1983, and it is coming to a completion this Saturday. November 21st, tomorrow. So this is telling of that transit. Karmic relationships connected to the Orion Wars, the Orion polarity energies, that polarity construct that came onto this planet long ago. And then the Great Severing. This is a Mars energy, which can, indicate that there is tension, conflict, and an invitation to soften to love. And I think that Mars and the retrograde that happened, and then the coming forward, all from Earth's perspective. From the Sun's perspective, nothing ever retrogrades. But from Earth's perspective, which is where we are, the orbits, the cycles, the speeds of the orbits of the planets are at different rates, obviously, because we're at different distances around the Sun. So Mars appeared to be going backwards or retrograde, which it doesn't, but the Earth's speed, or Earth just ended up passing, the orbit of Mars. So it appeared that Mars was going backward. So in that Mars retrograde period, that Mars has gone through a humbling. The masculine has gone through a humbling, a softening, and a communication with Venus, via the Earth. Earth and Venus have been in a lot of different harmonious and also oppositional aspects. So it's been a lot of communication and learning and growth and understanding of these planetary bodies and how they affect the dynamics and the energies here on Earth. We're kind of in between those two, right? But this is about the Great Severing. This is about putting an end to that karmic timeline, to that 37-year cycle. So the end to, there's the lovers there. The end to, the old story. And it's time to really cut it. It's really time to cut it and let it go. And be okay with that. I'll be pleased if a card comes out here with emotional balancing, because I really feel that that's also in the field. There's just a knowing that it's time. There's a readiness for it. And also a stepping into the new, even though that new is a vast unknown. Stepping into this life was a vast unknown. So, we just, Justice in the Ten of Wands. It's been a heavy lift. I mean, this past 37-year cycle has been a lot. The Sun is with us, okay? It's aligned with a divine timing. The synchronicities of time are just, use it to your advantage, use it to your benefit, because the Sun has your back, and the Sun has your back. and the galaxy has your back, and the universe has your back, and the multiverse and the universe have your back. They want you to align directly through the crystalline structures, going into free source energy to liberate and be free at long last. And the path is available. The path is here for you. I'm gonna just kind of read these popping out. There's a lot of crystals. This is amazing. I kind of, wow, okay, the story, it's like I could just keep pulling off the top and like read this amazing story. I'm gonna read it up to the Wheel of Fortune, because maybe through the 3 crystals and the King of Swords. Okay, it excites me. Okay, there's 2 8s there. So beautiful. Okay, you know, there's like a story I could just like read off the top of the deck and just like create this. But there's alignment at the base, the sword of transcendence, the sword of truth, the sword of wisdom, divine insight is flowing through you as you. And let that luminosity shine through. And let yourself uninhibitedly express that to yourself, you know? Cutting the, I'm like tearing up, cutting through the discordant functions, the old functions that just are already done, you know? Just clean them off, cut them off. It'll be a much easier cut than it ever has been before because of this like amazing alignment with the transits. So the sun, divine illumination, everything's in full spectrum, full clear. You have all the information you need to do what you need to do, whatever that is. Just full awareness of yourself, of a situation. Everything's in broad daylight for you to see. There's not much more, or if any more, information you need to understand your reality. 2 of crystals. Something is really coming into balance. It's like that duality, that polarity is coming into balance. There may be a sense of overwhelm, or have been a sense of overwhelm, and that overwhelm, that yin-yang, that pull, push, back and forth is coming into balance. A lot of crystals, there's a lot of grounding earth energy. Queen of crystals, the queen of wisdom, the queen of the earth. She understands the elements and she speaks to the elementals. And the elementals are here supporting her and supporting her awakening, just supporting her transcendence. They're supporting her psychic communications with life to guide her. She doesn't resource necessarily the opinions of others. She grounds and connects to the deep wisdom flowing within her planetary connection. So this is very like Earth, and then we have the sun, and then we have the balance in the middle. You know, there's a lot of connection here that's guiding you forward. And then we have the 7 of crystals, more crystals. We have the 2, the queen, the 7. This is the divine timing card, that time is passing and everything happens in its perfect order. Things you set into motion decades ago might now be revealing. Everything has just a precision placement, and we can't rush that process. It unfolds like this symphony of life. And meditate, that's a card of meditation. There has been some sort of a moment that has come in to bring forth a perspective shift, that you can kind of see things from both sides, from your side, from their side, from your past self to your future self, and there is this kind of opening in the middle, like an opening of time, where this is a specific timestamp happening right now. 2020 is a very specific, it's November 20th, 2020, so 11/20/2020. That's 2, 4, 6, that's an 8. So very powerful. lots of clearing happening right now. But yeah, 2020 as a timestamp, you know, this is kind of like a divine intervention year where everything's changed and it's come from high above and coming into your field of awareness. And there's a lot of, like, you know, self-reflection and evaluation, you know, from a deep level of what's no longer serving you and what you want to serve, you know, that old self or your future self. And the wheel spins, the wheel of fortune, right? The wheel of fortune into fortunate things, fortunate places, people, things. The wheel of time, the wheel of fortune is spinning. Oh, I love that one. I love that one for us. And the Three of Crystals, another wheel, a three. Cooperation, connection, community, righteous leadership. We're all arisen in the leadership model, this Three of Crystals. So it can also be like a rearrangement of living spaces. Rearrange the furniture. New home constructions. Buying, selling homes. But very grounded, connected to the people inside the sphere, making things better for all, is this Three of Crystals. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 crystals, and the others are major arcanas. But we do have another sword, the King of Swords, very high level energy that's just ready to make the clean cut. And he does so with utmost precision, logic, clarity. It's profound, and it's something of like an angelic, high-level vibrational light that's coming in and supporting all parties involved. You know, it's that ho'oponopono. It's like making right with the relationships and wanting the best for all, but particularly for yourself. I mean, it's time to move you forward in the progress of your soul's growth. And, you know, it's time to create the environments and build and grow and nurture those relationships that are, you know, on your team. And, you know, really uphold the same value system as you. And to really be, you know, so heart-centered in those value systems. Those value systems are of the heart, are of love unconditional. And, you know, when we make these clear cuts, let it be released with just utmost love for the experience of it all. So, I can keep going on, but that is our weekend reading. So, enjoy this transit and let it be empowering of your heart, and keep the momentum. So much love.